everybody, what's going on? It's your boy Average Fisherman. I'm out here on the lake having a little fun this morning. If I sound kind of monotone, I'm sorry, but the pollen's got my sinuses jacked up. I'm sure just like everybody else out there. So today I got to come out and have some fun. I gotta cut it short. I'm gonna go up there and help out at the Media Bass Tournament for Danny Cross, and we're gonna be giving away an old 18 rod. Old 18 stepped up, and they're gonna be doing a giveaway for the biggest bass. They're gonna give a rod away, so big bass to get you an old 18 rod. So that's super exciting. But let's talk about fishing. So let's just lay the beat down right here. Better one. Good one. Look at this chunk. Oh, they're blowing up again. There's one. Oh, there's a good one. Good one. Not as big as I thought, but boy, he crushed it. Oh God, dog, he smashed it. There we go. Another good one. Baby. That's what you're looking for. Post-spawn female right there. It's a good one. That's 2 3-pounders right here. Boy, she just got done spawning too. just crushing that thing. Just ain't getting it. Fighting this morning, man, I'll tell you what. Good one. Inside of the mouth. Boy, love these hooks on these spinner baits. When you stick them, they stay pegged. Good one. Different look. They've been crushing that spinner bait. Give them a swim jig look real quick. Got him. First cast. So sometimes you just got to give them a different look. Sometimes, you know, like when I kept casting out there and I kept feeling them hit that spinner bait and they were just slapping it, it's because I caught so many doing it. They kind of got used to seeing that. So you pick something else up and you rotate it in. And, you know, for everybody that says, well, what about a top water? Well, yeah, the fish are coming up, blowing up. We got a good chop right here. And, you know, a top water probably would work real good. but I just like to use something subsurface, so that way as those fish are coming up to feed, I can keep it down, you know, instead of them have to come all the way and break surface. Because one, it's in the 30s this morning, you see me bundled up, and two, I can let it fall and I can get them to eat it in the fall. All right, as y'all saw, it was on like Donkey Kong. I'm sorry the light's kind of it's about midday right now, so you know, I decided to go ahead and stop and do my stuff right here. Like I said, I got to go up to the media bass tournament here shortly. But with that being said, you seen me throwing a couple things, okay? One, I was throwing a swim jig. This is a Sandtone swim jig. You know, it's just paired up with a you know, creature bait on the back. You know, it's got paddles, it's white. This one just happens to be a Rage Crawl. You know, I usually pair mine up with white trailers on the back when I'm throwing swim jigs. This one's got a little bit of purple in it, you know, just kind of matching the shad color. And then, you know, a lot of my bigger bass was coming off of a spinnerbait that I'd been testing for a gentleman, and, you know, kind of helping him develop his baits a little bit. And man, they're a great company. The guy is a disabled veteran. He's a small business, and been kind of really working with him on his spinner baits, and I'm gonna tell you about it today, okay? As you can see right here on the package, all right, Hildenaro baits, I believe that's how you pronounce it. I hope I didn't slaughter it, but that's how, I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce it. You can go and check their stuff out. They're from Yuma, Arizona. You can go and check their stuff out at www.hilandero.blades.com. And the reason I'm telling you all that is because I really do like spinner baits around this time of year. You can throw them, you know, in the spawn time. You can throw them in the shad spawn, because everybody knows that the shad spawn, you know, it does, spinner baits do really, really well. And I like to throw a little bit bigger spinner bait, a little bit bigger swim jig to entice those bigger fish bites. And, you know, today I went to an area that I knew that bass were coming out from the spawn, and I knew that bass were setting up, and yeah, the shad spawn's starting. It's really starting, and I think it's mostly threadfin. I don't think it's the gizzard shads yet, but this has just been the oddest year. This year, you know, you still got bass that are going up spawning right now. You got bass that are out here in the middle of the lake, as you can see where I'm sitting. You got bass that are in between phases, and you got the shad spawn kicking up. So let's dive into this spinnerbait a little bit, okay? What's unique about this spinnerbait is, one, I love the owner hook on it. This hook is a bad mamma jamma. When fish get it, you stick them and they just stay pegged, okay? So another big thing that really helps that a lot, as you can all see, this is a double willow leaf, okay? And we're gonna dive into why I like these spinnerbaits so much. One, it's a reinforced, it's a thicker wire. As you can see, he's got a significantly thicker wire on it. So when you get those bass bites and they're crushing it like they were this morning, it's not gonna tear up your wire. It's not gonna get it all bent up where you look down in the water and it's running all crooked, okay? Two, I love that, like I said, I already love the bigger blades on them. You can really slow this thing down. It does rise pretty quick, but I like it because I can really slow it down and I can just creep it along real close to the bottom if I want. If you start reeling it faster, it comes up quick and you can start waking it. Three, the colors on this thing is absolutely phenomenal. And I tell you what makes his spinnerbaits a little bit different than everybody else. And you probably can't see it, but he adds a certain type of strands in here that's just got real nice sparkle to them. I don't even know what the strands are called, but I know that it sets a lot of that flash apart from other brands. And I really, I just can't say enough about the colors. The color is so phenomenal. They're hand-tied skirts. I've pruned this one down quite a bit because when I was testing them, that was one of my feedbacks that I gave them, you know, to prune down the skirts a little more. I want to show you all, you can't really see it, but if you can see the wire right there, that gold little wire, okay, right in the center, he ties them hand-tied, like I said. And what's important about a hand-tied skirt is it's just not a rubber skirt. This is a wire tie skirt. I tie my own jigs, so this really keeps that skirt down on there, and it really gives it a lot more life than just a rubber skirt because it really cinches down the skirts and allows more flare. So, you know, I was throwing this morning, and I was throwing this on my old 18s Suppressor Series rod. This one, you know, happens to be a 7'3" medium heavy. I really like the medium heavies for my chatter baits and spinner baits. I even throw a medium heavy, you know, on some of my bigger square bills. This is a phenomenal rod. You guys can, if you use Marler C, M-A-R-L-E-R, the letter C, that'll get you 20% off with old 18. You know, this rod right here is my go-to rod for anything. I can throw a shaky head on it, I can throw spinner baits on it, I can throw, you know, bigger square bills on it. This is even my trap. I have another one. This is my trap rod. And, you know, when you get in the grass, you know, you can rip them out really easy. But it's got enough bow in it to help keep those fish locked up on treble hooks. I've got this on a 6'3" Abu Garcia. I'm not sponsored by Abu Garcia. I just like Abu Garcia a lot. This is a Revo S. And you know, these two baits, and you guys seen in one of the videos that I just of the fish catches, that once they get used to seeing that spinner bait over and over, I fired this swim jig out there and immediately got bit. Immediately. So I think it's important for everybody to understand that you have to rotate baits out when you're up there during the shad spawn, or, you know, if you're on a group of fish, rotate your baits out. Give them a different look. If y'all gonna come down here this week, you know, I know there's some chances, some storms and stuff, but you can really go do whatever you want right now. I'm still catching fish. I didn't throw it today because I was doing something a little different, but I'm still catching fish on the cross baits, Wormzilla, Watermelon Red, and Watermelon Magic's the other one that I've been using. Watermelon Candy. In the mornings I was throwing that green pumpkin candy. This is nothing new. I told you all that before. The other thing that I've started to notice that the bite's starting to pick up on is a lot of the creature baits. You know, I'm throwing the Fat Daddy, you know, in cross baits, and I'm throwing that Watermelon Candy Red. Seems to still be doing very well out here in the piles and stuff like that. You know, I'm getting bit on really creature baits more right now than any kind of 10-inch worms. I come out here to kind of experiment and see, you know, what they're biting on out here. But if y'all gonna come down to the lake, you can do just about anything you want. You still got fish spawning, you got fish going out, you got fish that are already out, you got the shad spawn that's kicking up. Now for your shad spawn, just remember that's gonna be a first light thing. So if you're fishing tournaments, try to get to your spot as, you know, quick as possible and hang tight, and they'll come up. You know, don't be on your trolling motor a bunch because you'll spook the bait. I had my talons down this morning. You all see that I wasn't moving around any. I was just kind of, you know, sitting there. And what I was targeting was the lake's come up significantly in the last 2 weeks. We're only 1.60 low currently. And it's just one of those things that as this water begins to get back to normal pool, a lot of those areas that have the hay grass, it's just now getting in the water, so it's not really feasible to get up there and throw at it. But what I was targeting this morning was, there's a long point that sticks out. I know this area is, you know, it's historically a good shad spawn area, and it just sticks real far out, and you know, there's good drop-offs on either side. Catch is, you kind of gotta wait for the fish to come up and show you where they're at. So that morning when I was idling in before I started fishing, I idled this point. I seen them out really far on the point, and they were still kind of deep, and it was a bunch of bass. They were following the shad. the shad were coming up. I guess about 30 minutes after I'd been there, they came up and I heard one bust and I knew what was about to happen. So I hurried up and got over there and set up, and it came to life. All those fish that I was showing y'all in the back of the boat. So up there in the front of the boat, you know, I had a 3-pound average, and I probably had 14 pounds out here just having fun messing around, which I'd have loved to have that in the BFL last weekend, but that's how it happens. You know, you come out here and you have fun and mess around, you usually catch good sacks. But I hope this helps everybody out that's out there, you know, fishing right now in Rayburn. There's a media bass solo tournament tomorrow. I debated about getting into it, but man, the winds are supposed to kick up really bad tomorrow about this time and a little earlier tomorrow. Like they're talking 20+ mile/hour winds from the south. So if y'all know how Rayburn sits north and south, it's gonna be a monster tomorrow. So if y'all fishing on Sunday, please be careful out here. Hey, real quick, before I cut it loose, guys, yes, the water has come up. Please be careful running. I'm watching a guy right behind me right now running up there really close to a bank in an area that there's a lot of stumps, and just because the water's come up some doesn't mean that it's completely safe to be out there flying around. A lot of those, you know, stobs that were just out of the water are just now under the water, so you can't see them, so be careful. So without a doubt, man, I had a blast. I hope you all enjoyed it. I hope you all enjoy the content I put out. I love the questions that I get, and I love answering the really hard ones that I get, like, hey, what setup's this and what should I use for this? So I thank you all for getting me questions here lately. It's awesome, and I thank you all for being part of this journey. I've grown so fast, and it's because of you all, and I say that every time. I'm so humbled about it. Also, want to let you all know real quick, this coming Tuesday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, I'm going to be doing a live over at Fishing with Rick's page. We're going to be talking about just what I talked about on Rayburn. He's going to be talking about what he's seen going on up there on the north end, and we're going to be doing a lot of covering on what's going to be working here in the future on Rayburn. So don't miss it. I hope you all enjoy this content, and without further ado, God bless you, and God bless the United States of America. Until next time, guys, I'll catch you all later.
You need 1620 right now. Yep, 1764. That's where it goes. Where's those right
Yeah, perfect.